Last month, 40 million Russians participated in civil defense drills, the largest since the collapse of the Soviet Union. State media instructed people to locate a bomb shelter nearest their home and respond to alarms. School children were taught how to use gas masks and provide first aid. Firefighters practiced for quick responses. The exercises sparked fear in neighboring Lithuania. A Russian businessman from Kaliningrad on vacation in the Baltic country said he also had a scare.
Unexpectedly, we heard a thud and a rocket flew in the direction of Kaliningrad. Of course, I was worried. I instantly grabbed my phone, called, and asked if everything was okay in Kaliningrad. It turned out our people had held drills and the Lithuanians decided to have their own.
Concerns following Russia's 2014 annexation of Crimea prompted Lithuania to reintroduce conscription into its armed forces, and it is preparing all its citizens for defense. The government recently published a 75-page booklet with guidelines on how to act in case of a Russian invasion. The manual that will be distributed in schools, libraries and workplaces includes photos of Russian weapons and war techniques. It also advises how to dress, what to eat, how to provide first aid and how to survive in the wild.
The Russian activities in our region, especially in the Kaliningrad region, concentration of military forces in this region, creates some tensions. Now citizens are very interested about the situation and how they can resist in conventional or hybrid situation.
Despite being NATO members, Baltic countries should be well prepared for the so-called hybrid war with Russia, says Eurasia expert Paul Goebel.
The kind of hybrid war that Russia is likely to launch against Estonia is not one for which NATO is prepared. NATO would do very well in defending Estonia if the Russians sent tanks over the border. It will not do as well if Russia does what I expect it will do, and that is to orchestrate certain events inside Estonia and then destabilize the situation.
Which is what Russia did a few years ago in eastern Ukraine and before that in Georgia. The United States and its NATO allies have increased the deployment of forces to the Baltic states and Poland in response to Russia's moves. Moscow has described the deployments as a threat to its security. Zlatica Hoke, VOA News, Washington.